No.
You got it.
Yo, you know what it is.
Yo,
Let's fucking
yo.
go, baby.
It's the show that we do sometimes. This is How I Kick Flip a Horse. This is the Wednesday Night Murder Hobos. Hello, welcome to the show. I'm Ivan. I'm running the game tonight. We're going to be playing The Moon King Wants to Party by Roll for Terrask. We played Bacto's Terrifying Cuisine, also by that studio. Uh, and it was a hoot. We're using Mutant Future again. This game was designed for a game called this adventure, excuse me, was designed for a game called Troika by a company called the Melsonian Arts Council,
Troika's
and
dope.
it's a very, very cool setting. And they've got a lot of really cool looking books. Unfortunately, their system is, let's say, esoteric and hard for me to figure out how to implement on the Roll20 platform.
Fair, gotcha.
Um, so once again, we will be using Mutant Future. And joining me this evening are some of my buddies. We'll start with Joe.
Oi,
Tell
oi,
us,
right.
yeah, tell us who you're playing.
Tonight I'll be playing Oi, oi, a mutant plant, a carbon mushroom ball, who enjoys the business and Sham 69.
Don't forget angelic upstarts.
Don't
Oh
I? Of
boy,
course not. And the Cockney reject somehow. And
sure.
Maybe
yep,
even little boy Poloy.
living off the dole in 1981, London, spitting on Maggie Thatcher, that type of thing.
Oi, oi, oi.
May she rest in
For the
piss.
working, she's
Excellent.
dead, right?
Also joining me is Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'll be playing Jeff Puvak. This guy. His name is spelled a little differently. It's Kefoj. That's pronounced Jeff. He is uh physically a little unsettling. He's a little different. He has this extended neck. I think I'm going to use this character as is. I like that. I think that's fine for those to be my bizarre appearance. Uh, Jeff is incredibly intelligent and has a very quick mind. Uh, a few other um, mutant abilities in his brain ready to go, but at the cost of being kind of physically weak or at least vulnerable to damage. He's a hemophiliac, so let's hope that he doesn't get cut by anything, or
It's
I
a
might
lot
have
of
to.
that's a lot of neck to protect.
There's a lot. I yes. He was instructed to protect his neck, and he said, "Fuck." Um,
I have to get a higher collared shirt.
truly, I have to have the turtlest neck.
He must seek the
A
protection of the Wu-Tang
turtleneck,
Clan.
yes, a turtleneck
Return
made
to the
of turtle
36
shells.
inch lapel.
Love it.
um,
Pop
but
that collar.
he's out here ready to go. Hopefully, he
All
doesn't have
right,
to reduce himself by 1/8 of the size so he cannot be stabbed.
fantastic. All right, and finally joining me is Jim.
Hey, what's up? I am playing Cluedo Owick, the two-headed, not three, as you might think from the art that we had available to us, which is quite good art. And I'm surprised it even offered three heads. But the two-headed Tanuki, or as the character generator called it, a dog, comma, raccoon, a mutant animal, as you might expect, and not too remarkable aside from being a mutant Tanuki with two heads.
I'd call that pretty remarkable, but
I agree.
sounds like a blast. These particular character arts, there's some other ones that we'll see later. These ones are by Kaitelyn Toft, who we also used their art for Bacto's Terrifying Cuisine, and later we'll see some from Elemental Flame. Has a pack called Elemental's Animal Kingdom. And oh yeah, Mutant Future is by Goblinoid Games, and some of the other art we'll see is by our very own Jesse.
I love it.
Yeah, it was a good time getting him to draw some cool stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's our intro, and here's our theme song in just a couple seconds. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, I'm on the wrong soundboard.
You were
Strictly
just on that
professional
hard
here.
soundboard for way too long.
Is it coming through? Great.
No coughing over the theme music.
I'll do whatever I want, Jim.
You can edit it to the perfectly timed.
You're powerless to stop you.
And don't you forget it.
Joe's respect for the craft is incredible. I really love
Yeah, I imagine Joe actually gets mad when we talk over the theme.
it.
I mean,
Actually fucking
there's a special place in hell.
For those that don't stand for the anthem.
The deference to our anthem is, the first rule.
You got that like embroidered thing hanging up behind you that we can't see because of the Zoom background that says "Stand for the how to kickflip a horse" theme song, and kneel for the how to kickflip a horse custom art package.
Hey,
Kneel.
that's
Yeah.
my Blue Lives Matter is
Oh.
flip a horse standing.
Hell yeah. The thin, stupid line.
If they can
Well,
choose things like that to die for, I can choose things like this.
Fair. Totally
Amen,
fair.
brother.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Suicide Pact win. But speaking of stupid laws and stuff, that's not what I wanted to do. What's going on is you, excuse me, each of you has committed a heinous crime.
Jeff? No, never. He would not.
Well, unfortunately, the law says you did. Whether you think you did or not is immaterial in the city of Troika.
Oh God.
And your punishment has been handed down, and it's not a jail sentence. It's not it's not any of the stuff that you might expect coming from the regular ass real world. Your punishment is to accompany the 787th successor in the line to become the next king of all universes, the insufferable Moon King,
Oh, the Moon
It's
King.
like
throughout
the
a night
Seinfeld
of
pilot.
festivities in the city of Troika. Your crimes will be forgiven upon the serving of the cake if the Moon King is alive and well. Otherwise, further punishment will be personally served by the current king of all universes. As you guys are shuffled out of the courthouse, which upon exiting it you realize is in fact a bounce castle,
Fuck yeah.
you are each given a copy of this invitation.
Who's the current king of the universe?
The current king of the universe, make me a roll for that. How much do you know about the cosmic court?
Fair. We're gonna say it's intelligence, right? Ooh,
I'll take intelligence. That sounds great.
Or
It's Al
wisdom,
Gore.
perhaps.
I think intelligence is a bit more applicable. Applicable.
A Saxus.
All right, excellent. You know that the current king of all universes is none other than our good friend, the Cosmic Chicken.
Oh, okay, Cosmic Chicken. I was hoping it was the king of all
easily
cosmos.
upsettable. Watch out.
I thought that was my first impulse, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to bogart like big art. You know, not trying to get sued. Not trying to get cease and desist. I almost said DNR'd.
Not trying to get
Now you're
DNR.
gonna get sued by the estate of Humphrey Bogart.
Resuscitate me, please, please.
Come on, come on!
No.
Ignore the large neck tattoo.
No, do not.
All right, so on the invitation is printed the text, "You are invited to the birth of saxophone, hosted by the Organelle Society." Oh, this is handed to you by a blob wearing a judge's robe and one of those wigs.
Is that a Coltrane album?
It may well be in this reality. Hosted by the Organelle Society and illustrious guest, the Moon King. Dress code will be sports disco. Those unfit to party will be prosecuted and tried by the Vast Pudding. Free cake will be served at the end. No buckets will be provided.
Oh.
And with that, we will shuffle on to the map that our boy Jesse drew, except for the one that looks like a truck that I drew. Oh, I drew the little cow too. But all the rest was Jesse, and boy did he fucking kill it.
Well. All right. All right, viewers, if you want to get these as tattoos, just let us know.
Yeah, the rules.
Oh, and the big moth I stole from Pathfinder. I don't know who drew that, unfortunately.
Come at me,
You gotta be
Paito.
fucking kidding me. All right.
He's like,
look at
how scared should I be?
Look at all them cats.
Oh, fuck. I mean,
There's more than
Okay.
0 of them for sure.
Oh yeah.
we've exited the bounty castle.
You have
This is like a
exited the
fun
bouncy
party.
castle, and you have walked on to the area known as the party plaza. The current vibe is that the air smells of cheap vodka, puke, piss, and cigarettes of dubious quality. There
Is
are
this Moscow?
crowds of drunk patrons waiting around the various locales. And there are highly unstable and flammable lamp lights hanging from dangerously low cables, with all the colors of the rainbow represented. Due to time fuckery, all of the locations are equidistant from one another, which means from here you can see all of the other ones as though they were the same distance away.
Sure. It's like a really small planet.
Sure, yeah.
Like the Little Prince's planet.
Yeah.
Except it's also Ray's Happy Birthday bar.
Perfect. Perfect analogy. I like where all of your imaginations are going. And I'm going to just go ahead and say that all of the things that these descriptions evoke in your brain are true. So yeah, the Cytoplasmic Courthouse is an impromptu bouncy castle housing both the prison cells and the Vast Pudding. You guys were transferred here sometime in the night from the actual Troika prison to be tried as part of the festivities, and because no one else wanted to go with the Moon King. This is where buzzkills are judged. Anyone can call buzzkill on anyone else, and with a good enough reason, they will be carted to the Bouncy Castle Courthouse and tried. Those found guilty will be merged with the Vast Pudding.
So this is like a gulag Soviet type of situation, but of party.
If that's how you want to think of it, yes.
What I've got to ask is the Vast Pudding, is that like an American style pudding, like a Jello pudding, or is that like a British style pudding where it's like actually kind of a baked good?
It's more of a Gygaxian pudding, I believe.
So roughly American.
Yeah, I guess so. American but square. More of a Jello than a pudding.
You're thinking of the gelatinous cube.
Yeah. Aren't the puddings also square though? I thought those were just small smaller gelatinous cubes.
Now, I know the illustration of the black pudding well because I did not have a lot of friends in my teenage years.
Sketch it.
Now I want to see it. Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah, challenge. Sketch it on the screen.
it looks pretty much exactly how you think it would. Something called a black pudding. Just kind of looks like a big, wet, black blob. Gross. Anyways, so yeah, so you saw on the invitation that the required party attire was described as sports disco. I imagine you guys are just wearing your little prison outfits, and who should be there to point this out to you but the Moon King himself. He approaches and he says, "You must be my attendants. We simply have to get you out of these awful prison clothing and into the proper sports disco attire before someone, sends you back to the jail. Follow me.
We also need buckets.
I mold
We
my
can
enormous
probably steal some
Tanuki
buckets later."
scrotum into Adidas with bell bottoms around me.
I wouldn't dream of stopping you from using your Tanuki scrotum in whatever way you saw fit. I saw, what was that movie called? With the
You need to give me more than that.
the Miyazaki movie with all the Tanuki, and they're just like the one has like bicycle scrotum at one point.
Okay.
They do like a hang glider scrotum.
Yeah.
What do you want a constitution for that?
Sure.
That's like an early one. Is it Porco Rosso?
Nice, a success. Yes, you successfully mold your Tanuki scrotum into the pants that you described.
Big whoop.
I said Adidas with bell bottoms. Come on.
Adidas with bell bottoms. I'm sorry.
That's as sports disco as you can get. And also, I think they probably actually made that around 1997.
That was their brand line, or their tagline.
Okay.
Like a Tanuki scrotum.
With your Jello brand black pudding.
I gotta make that for a party. Just black Jello,
I mean,
Yeah.
black Jello shooters.
they got black cherry jello that like you don't need
Sure.
a whole lot more dye. You can like use that and then just like
Little goes a long way.
like added a little more food coloring, and I think you'd probably be set to like make it black. You don't need to just like go crazy on it.
Yeah, I mean, you could fuck around and do like blue raspberry and green
Yeah,
apple and
Whoa.
you can get it like real
lime
dark.
and raspberry and like, because Jello, I feel like, is the opposite of like the light spectrum itself, and all colors make black instead of all colors make white.
Sure.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, Jello is more about color theory than it is like physics.
More about subverting taste expectations. Just
Taste-
kind of make
Taste
Jello
expectations?
whatever. Oh yeah, nice. That's what your bakery is going to be called, right?
Yeah, I
Subverting
got it.
expectations.
Well, taste expectations.
Taste expectations.
Great taste expectations,
Nice.
and
There
with
you go.
British food, and everyone's disappointed.
Welcome to Chucky Dick's great taste.
Why?
I'm sorry, but I already copyrighted Everyone's Disappointed for my life.
Damn.
Chucky Dicks.
Yeah, Chucky Dick's. The author
That's
of
what-
Great
that's-
Expectations.
Oh sure.
Yeah, Charles
Chucky
Dickens.
Dicks.
Chucky Dick- Damn, he's right.
They love Chucky Dicks over there.
I couldn't put two and two together.
So as you approach the little clothing cart, you see that the salesman is he looks like the underpants dad from Ren and Stimpy, the one with the like super tight collar. You know what I'm talking about? I think his shirt
I
gets like
do.
exploded off of him in one episode, and just the collar
Yes.
is there.
He's very angry.
Definitely.
No, you're
Oh,
thinking of
no.
George Liquor because the dad was never shown from above like the top of the knees.
I'm afraid you're
Is it
mistaken.
this guy?
It was kind of
Yeah.
assumed, I think, that he would look like J.R. Bob Dobbs from the Church of the Subgenius, but
Is it this guy?
It's one of these guys. I think it's probably that one. I'm definitely thinking of like the pinched in neck. You might be right about it being George Liquor though, actually, Jim.
yeah. Anthony's dad.
This guy?
So that's George Liquor. What you were looking at was Anthony's dad.
Yeah.
And the like random dad is definitely not shown from too much of a perspective. Mr. Pipe apparently
Is this what we're thinking?
Yeah, that's closer. So anyway, the important thing is that the gasping salesman is offering overpriced but up to code garments at his carriage. His shirt is unbelievably tight around the neck to the point that blood is slowly seeping out. He's like, "You're not up to dress code. You gotta buy some sports disco attire from me now."
So like
let's
I don't do a real one, but like I cut like a little like Travolta dance move and then like pantomime throwing a basketball all the while like swishing my like gigantic testicle bell bottom Adidas around myself.
Oh shit!
This guy's cool. You guys you other two guys though. You gotta get something fast before someone sees you. I can't help but notice you're with the Moon King. He's got lots of money. $25. Come on, I'll give you these glittery football pads. And
King, you gotta do it. You gotta
like
do it for us, King.
and like
King, you gotta.
sequined hockey mask.
All right. Well, how about back in the corner? I see a blue leisure suit with a powder blue leisure suit with a rhinestone disco ball basketball. Can I get that?
Is that how you ask the Moon King?
Yeah, I want that suit back there. That looks good. I'm gonna get it on now. I'm gonna go put it on.
He says, "Oh, $25. I don't know if I can part with that much, and 25 times 2 is, well, even more."
King.
I say,
I hate
baby,
to
you
break
don't
it.
seem very disco, know what I mean?
I hate to break it to you, King, but you're also gonna need this attire. Otherwise, people will be mean to you before you're the actual king.
What do you mean? I'm wearing a sequined polo suit.
All right,
What, like for riding horses?
Okay, fine.
Yes, for ox
Maybe-
polo.
Maybe we want to spruce you up a little bit. I'm looking at this bright pink leotard with mirrored cod piece. I think that
Ooh.
is going to be my deal. I suggest maybe you also get a mirrored cod piece. I think that could be fun. Could be our thing.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to like party with him, man. We're just trying to have a good time.
Convince that awful little salesman to give them to you 2 for 1.
All right.
And then
all right.
And then, yes, fine. We can have matching
Oh,
cod
man.
pieces.
Oh man.
Yeah, what do you want? What do you got? Pay up.
This rack
Just
of
take
cod
it.
pieces, it's blinded me with science and I love it. I want to break you a deal because the Moon King is big shit, little town. You know, we were trying to party, trying to have a good time with him. He's stingy. So why don't you give me 2 of them cod pieces and we'll take the pink leotard and call that an outfit for me. Got an outfit for my buddy here. Oi oi.
Yeah, bro.
Call 50. Call 50.
Like I said, I'll take that leisure. And wait, does this guy want his shirt to be this tight, or is it just sort of an unfortunate consequence?
Hard to say. I would give you a wisdom check on that, though.
I would love to know because I can help him with his situation if he needs. All right, here's a horrible wisdom roll.
Can I give you a +1 by saying, baby, that neckline doesn't show any chest hair?
That's fucking good.
Hey, I got it.
Hey, nice. Excellent. Love that. So with a wisdom success, I will say that it appears he does not have any choice as to the tightness of his collar.
All right, so for a discount on my outfit that I requested, I'm gonna cast a density alteration of self on the guy and reduce him by 1/8 so he fits into his shirt better.
He just falls into the shirt.
Yeah, I mean, like, think about it. If it's cutting his circulation off, I think 1/8 less size would help quite a bit.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, do I roll a save or anything for that?
This mutation grants the ability to instantly alter the body density of a target, thus shrinking or enlarging, with maximum enlargement up to twice the natural body size. Each fraction of a body size change is accompanied by an equal fraction increase or decrease to armor class and speed. It does not say that I have to roll anything.
Okay, cool. All right, you
That's
shrink
the
this
mental ability
man.
just happens.
What'd you say, Ben?
Yeah, it's a mental ability just happened.
Love it. All right, so you shrink this salesman down, and he sinks down into the pile of his clothing, and he can certainly breathe more. But you see you see something strange, and it's that the shirt is sort of writhing around him
Oh no.
of its own volition. And
Okay.
the tiny salesman says,
Oh no, I'm trapped in here. Wait, is this working?
Well, he said buy
Yes.
1/8.
Check,
Not
check, check.
2/8.
Yeah, there it is. I'm trapped in here. This thing's trying to kill me. Oh no. Help me, please. Oh god.
All right, I'll help you. How do I help you?
Jeff says, wait. This could be solving our problem.
Oh,
yes, this is one way to get a discount.
Yeah, free clothes. All right. So thanks, bud. See you later.
I'm sorry for your shirt
Oh
predicament.
shit. Buzzkill, buzzkill, buzzkill.
No,
But he's too
just
small.
kidding.
He's too
Just
small for
kidding.
anyone to hear him.
I'm sorry that you are at odds with your shirt.
Boy, that was
the
pretty
sounds
cool,
of,
huh, Moon King?
The sounds of violent flapping as though a tiny man is being shoved to the ground by a sentient shirt over and over again increase.
Oh no.
The white high collared dress shirt that he had been wearing, you see gradually spreading tiny little blood marks from tiny little hands pressing against it.
Oh, supper for fashion indeed.
Heyo! Well, now the cart is unattended. But
Yeah, I get
at
out
what cost?
my giant platform Air Jordans.
No cost.
Is that
Hell
dude dead yet?
yes. What's that?
Is that dude dead yet?
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom.
Ooh, my worst one.
I would say anyone can roll this too if you want.
Yeah, okay. This is my best one.
Failure.
Hard to say. With a success, yeah, he's still writhing around in there. As you're perusing the
we should
garments,
save him.
it's harder to hear him and thus easier to ignore him.
right.
I'm going to
Let's save the poor man.
I'm going to use the same ability to increase the size of the shirt by 2.
Oh no.
We have the same ability. That's awesome.
Yes, we both have this density increase and decrease for others. So we cannot use it ourselves, but we can. The fact that it's density and not size is a little silly because usually you can increase the density without fucking with the size. The whole point. But
Yeah, you make it like a flannel instead of a cotton shirt.
I mean, it's assumed that. Wait, so, but if it's maintaining its mass, though, getting larger would shrink the density, right? So it's like the shirt will be twice the size, but the same weight.
Let's see how it's explained here. Alter body density of a target, thus shrinking or enlarging with maximum enlargement up to twice the natural body size. Each fraction of the body change is accompanied by an equal fraction increase and decrease to armor class and speed. It doesn't really.
I don't imagine it gets into the actual science of it.
No, but it does
I
say
was
that
just
if you
curious
reduce
more than
the
anything.
body density to 1/8, it makes a character impervious to damage from sharp implements.
Oh, it's not. So it's not because they're so small that you miss them. It's that they're so dense they can't be pierced.
That makes sense.
Sure,
I see
as
now.
as much sense as anything. This ball of meat is too hard for me to stab.
Well, it's increased the thing's speed by 2, or by I guess it's doubled its speed, and it's reduced its armor class.
Sure. Well,
It's
so I guess now Tiny Man is battling a larger shirt, and the shirt now is like big enough to do damage. Like this might become a problem.
I call Buzzkill on the shirt.
Sure. After you call Buzzkill, a few moments later, there's a sound of like a gurgling siren, and two what are these guys actually called? I guess they're okay. So the what rolls up are two like goo some plasticky looking beings. They're mostly just like lumps, but you could see how at a distance, if you squinted, they might resemble like a British bobby.
Do they sit alone in a boggy marsh?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I get it. But they just sort of flop their way up to the big shirt. Each of them
Oi.
sort of
Oh,
goose.
Ghost,
Yeah.
this shirt's right, Buzzkill.
They observe the scene, and after a brief deliberation in which presumably they recognize that the shirt has direly injured, if not murdered, its former wearer. One of them says something sort of like and they both like goo around each of the arms of the shirt and sort of slam themselves together and absorb it into themselves, presumably also along with the tiny man. Who knows what that'll do, but they shuffle off the way up to the courthouse and presumably to the holding cells, leaving the clothing cart unattended.
All right. So
I grabbed myself a nice medallion, like a nice like chest hair attention drawing to gold medallion, plated at least like 1 micron thick of gold.
Okay.
And, like, something mad fucking sporty on it, like, you know, the NFL logo.
Great big Nike swoosh.
No, like the NFL logo, but then under it, it says less racist, still sexist, or whatever.
That's
Sure.
good.
As you don this wonderful piece of attire, give me a give me a give me a either a will save or a charisma save, your choice.
So my saving throws that I have
I
here.
guess not. I guess I'm not save, just a test.
Oh, word. Much easier.
Pop test, hotshot.
But I failed it.
Well, so with that failure, what happens is when you put on this necklace, this medallion, you are overcome with the compulsion to speak like Tony Soprano. And I mean not just the voice, but the attitude as well. It's as though this medallion has possessed you and is aiming to get you into trouble at the party.
Who you saying you're going to get in trouble?
The medallion didn't tell you that.
This guy's attitude seems to have changed. I'm into it.
All right. What else? Is anyone grabbing anything else from the potentially cursed clothing carriage?
No.
Is everyone happy with their attire? Do you think?
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty sports disco. I'm a leotard.
All right.
I'm gonna say the leotard has a pretty plunging neckline. So it's a deep V.
Sure. I mean, what else would it be?
Jeff will give a little turn to everyone. Like, well, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think I need anything? Do we feel? Are we feeling sports disco?
You want to give me a charisma check?
Do I need to?
Perhaps for the Moon King.
Sure.
Sure.
Wearing roller skates, perhaps.
He says, "I'd never say no to roller skates, but I think we all look great, especially me."
Jeff has his hands on his hips and he's just kind of like pelvic thrusting. Is this working?
Anyway, enough of this shopping, he says as he loots the cash register that the salesman left behind.
That's a good idea. We'll have more money for other things now.
Cool guys do robbery.
He says, "Oh no, the drinks and food are free. I just love money, and that guy was totally ripping us off. Anyway, let's get some drinks. Do you want to go to the? Should we go to the portable bar, the mushroom diner, the food court, or perhaps the vodka fountain?"
Someday soon you're going to have a bar of your own, and if you're lucky, you'll remember the little moments like this that were good.
I hope that's not a buzzkill I hear. And then he scampers off.
Is this the vodka fountain?
Yes, it is.
Okay, it looks a little bit like piss. We're gonna stay away from vodka fountain as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just I'm gonna go. No, I'm not saying.
No, before he scampers off, I want to say those who give buzz get buzz.
Whoa, that was fucking dope as hell. Wow.
He's not wrong. Anyway, did someone say vodka fountain? And
No,
he makes a beeline for the vodka fountain.
Oh, fuck me.
He says, "Ha ha, you're my court-ordered attendants. You don't really have any say in anything. Ha ha."
Okay.
I like to pick him up by the
You have to keep me safer and alive, or else the vast pudding will eat you.
I'd like to pick him up by the ankles and dip him judiciously into the vodka fountain so that he gets just a buzz, but not more than a buzz.
All right, give me
You're gonna swirly the Moon King in a vodka fountain.
Hell yeah!
I will.
Hell yeah!
I will assist. I am assisting.
Mere minutes into the. Okay, give me a strength check and a charisma check. Excellent. All right. So you pick up the Moon King, the two of you, and he for a brief moment he's like surprised and then a little scared, but then he goes, "Oh,
Chug,
keg stand,
chug,
yes!"
Chug, chug.
And yeah, you dunk him, and he just opens his mouth the whole way, showing what could best be described as a disturbing amount of teeth. But who knows what planet deity anatomy is actually about? And yeah, he drinks it, and he says, "Ooh, orange flavor!" as he comes up. He says, "You should really try it. Oh, I can feel myself getting wasted already."
I say, ooh, orange flavor is the most lowest form of conversation.
Ain't it the truth?
Real quick, because of time fuckery.
Yes.
Yeah, fine, good enough. This what
Yes.
we just did was the same as this, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm not really any closer to the cats.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Maybe just nervous.
Yeah. You see Jeff looking over his shoulder. Yeah.
They probably want to stay away
Oh,
from
orange.
the vodka.
Orange, terrible.
Cat-
It sucks.
Cats don't like a booze smell, so they probably stay away.
The Moon King says, "Oh no, the cats in Troika love booze. It's just those evil ones run the bathhouse. The fat bat bathhouse. That's what it's called."
All right.
I mean, I know like all cats are like evil, kind of like on sort of like if you were to reduce all human behavior to all sentient behavior to like a sort of lawful and chaotic spectrum.
Sure. Yeah,
certainly not on the law side.
Sure.
Oi dips his tendril into the vodka fountain and takes a slurp.
Cats.
It's orange and cheap.
Oi.
And strong. The fountain itself is also this might be clear from the drawing, but the fountain itself is also sculpted to resemble the Moon King, holding aloft his signature bottle of alcohol, and from that the vodka sprays out, filling the.
I say I went ahead and ordered some vodka for the table.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
It's a bit of a hat on a hat, ain't it?
Give me a charisma check there, Oi.
Oi.
Oh, and also roll me a d6, would you?
Oi. I failed. Oh.
All right. With the charisma check, the Moon King says, "I quite like it. I think it's noble and excellent sculpture. And it sure would be a shame for someone to be a buzzkill about it."
Why do you want us to get? I mean, I guess there is kind of a novelty in seeing people eaten by a black pudding, and you do kind of have a blatant disregard for the well-being of anyone around you. So okay, never mind. Recanted.
Boy, don't get on his bad side.
I kind of answered my own thing there.
I am royalty after all.
Sorry.
Yeah, but that being royalty doesn't preclude you from being a dick.
Certainly not. It's one of the best parts.
So, Moon King, if you can quote the rules, then you can obey them. And the second that you send me to the pudding, I send you to the pudding for killing my buzz.
Well, then we'll just have to get more buzzed, won't we?
Mutually assured buzz structure.
I think I think I'll have one of you roll a dice to decide where we go. Just pick one. I don't care which one it is. I just want to see a number on a small rock.
All right. Well, we're on this. I'm I'm gonna roll this D100.
All right.
I already did a D6 and got a 5, but I like the D100 better. because the only thing that can be is the smell chart.
The Moon King bends over to look more
Called it.
closely at the dice that you've thrown onto the ground, and he looks really serious about consulting them. And as he's scrutinizing the dice on the sidewalk, a man in a mask, like a paper mache, like the drama and tragedy masks, like one of those. And
What's
he's wearing,
eyes wide shut.
on each of his hands, he's wearing a crudely drawn like paper bag puppets. And the rest of his attire, he's clearly not in sports disco dress. But the small crowd of organelles gathered around him as though watching a performance don't mind. Everyone is ignoring it. And he comes over and bends down next. Well, he doesn't bend down, but he puts the puppets down low next to the Moon King, as though they also are scrutinizing the dice. And
Boy, Fidelio.
Do any of us recognize this gent?
I'm gonna say no. When Oi Oi says Fidelio, the puppet closer to you goes shh,
Oh, all right. Well, I don't really
and
that.
gets even closer.
Appreciate your attitude.
Don't judge me.
The other one then says hey Moon King, what are we looking at here? And the Moon King looks over, like sort of startled, as though he had sort of forgot what he was doing with the dice, or like why he was looking at them. That vodka be hitting. He says, "Oh, I was just deciding where to go take this party to the next level. I love puppets, though. What's the deal?" And the first puppet says, "I like puppets, though." And they both sort of laugh at the same time, and the organelles also laugh, but it sounds more like it's more like a but like a bunch of them. And Moon King is clearly disturbed by that sound,
Sure.
but he says, "Do go on. Yeah, would you care for some vodka?" And the puppet once again mocks him. He's like, "Would you care for some vodka?"
Hey, Moon
And
King, is this guy messing with you?
I don't know why people are allowing this non-sports disco wearing motherfucker just doing his thing. It seems kind of like a buzzkill, but I don't know. Like, what's your judgment on our dice, clown?
The dice say, and before he can finish, the puppet says, "The dice say," and then the left hand puppet says, "See, the people love us. We can do and say whatever we want. We've got them eaten out of the palms of our bag mouth hands."
I cast
Right.
mind thrust on
And he actually briefly turns upside down to show a handful of sunflower seeds and offers them to the closest organelle, who gleefully laps it up. He goes, "See?"
That's weird.
Hey, Moon King, should I take care of this guy?
I mean, no, he's everyone parties in their own way, I guess, and I'm sort of scared and transfixed by someone wielding such great power. I think
Yes,
we should
I'm here,
probably
thanks.
go to the food court and the Ruby Chalice. I'd like to try to swim in it.
I say, don't while these puppets are bent over looking at the floor with the Moon King. I say, don't worry, I'm going to hell when I die, and I like tickle one of the puppets around like the love handles.
It goes, no, stop! And give me a dex check, would you?
Certainly.
All right. You tickle the puppet. You tickle the puppet right off of the hand of the guy wearing it, and as it sort of slips up past the wrist, past the palm, its voice it stops laughing, and just before the guy's hand is free, it goes, "Oh no!" and falls silent as the bag falls to the ground. And the masked man stands there, like perfectly, like stone still, for a moment before you see behind his mask, his eyes moving back and forth very rapidly as though taking in the scene for the first time. And you hear him mumble behind the mask, "I'm free. I'm free." And he rips off the mask, throws the other puppet down, and he's just a regular guy. He throws his hands up in the air and he yells, "I'm free!" And he runs and belly flops into the vodka fountain and just starts slurping it all up, yelling, "I'm free."
And all I have to say about it is I don't care how close you are in the end, your friends are going to let you down. Family, they're the only ones you can depend on.
This guy fucking gets it.
If the puppets could still speak, they might agree with you. So the Moon King sees these puppets on the ground, and he says, "Someone pick those up. I want those. Don't put them on though, but keep them. I want them. Keep them for me."
All right.
All right.
Carry them. My hands are full.
Okay.
He materializes a big bottle of wine as he says that and pops the cork.
Can we? Can I look around and see if I can find somebody, or like just a bucket that I can steal?
No buckets.
Well, the buckets aren't provided. They aren't denied, as far as I understand.
Buckets denied.
Roll me a d6, would you?
Five or cinco.
That's a dumb answer. I don't want to do that one.
Okay.
You don't find a bucket, but you do find a pallet of fireworks on your way to the food court. Stacks on stacks of them, various kinds, from your standard penny sticks to big things in tubes that look proper dangerous, but also proper fun. And the Moon King spots them and says, "Someone pick those up. Take those with us."
Okay, I'm gonna take the fireworks, not the puppets then.
I mean, someone else should have grabbed the puppets before we left.
I got him.
Want to not touch those. They freak me out.
They freaked me out too. I wanted to deface them and probably burn them later.
They're inside my
suit,
my outer suit pocket.
But boy, was I sure looking for a receptacle to put those in.
Make sure they're face down.
Make sure they're face down.
You gotta put one inside the other one.
Yeah, I go inside out, inside each other.
Inside out, human centipeding them, huh? All right, fair. All right, so you guys continue on. You arrive with the Moon King over here at the food court. There's hundreds of tiny food carts neatly arranged in the area. Each one tended to by a team of living fried meat pies that squeal and laugh while serving their delicious yet diminutive foods. There's a
Bruv,
large.
give me a hand pie, bruv.
There's dozens of hand pie carts to choose from. You can easily acquire one. Also in this area, there's a solid ruby chalice, just giant. And it seems. Actually, someone give me some intelligence checks. Anyone?
Here we
One.
go.
We're smart boys.
All right. You notice as you make your way further into the food court.
Joe.
Hell yeah, 3 for 3. Great job, team. You notice as you make your way into the food court, looking around, after every dish that the sentient meat pies pass across their counters, they all turn and they have these little chalkboards, actually quite large chalkboards, each marked with the symbol of the ruby chalice. And some of them have dozens and dozens and dozens of hash marks. Some of them only have a few. But it appears that the pies are competing for something. Perhaps the chalice itself. No way to know. But
Can we ask them?
You could.
What are the hash marks for? Bruvs?
The pie just makes some sort of weird nonsense at you. It just goes like blah, blah, blah.
I like that.
I say this food court shit. Apparently, what you're feeling is not what you're feeling, and what you're not feeling is your real agenda.
The meat pie replies, blah, 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 blah.
Fair.
And it like a corner of it gestures to the wares on sale, which in this case are tiny plates of nachos. Like plate is about this big, nachos are probably like that big. There you go. But they look great.
All right, I'll go for it. I'm gonna eat them.
I say a wrong decision is better than indecision.
As you dump a tiny plate of nachos into your mouth.
Hey, try the gabagool, Tony.
There's absolutely a deli meats cart for sure. But yeah, as you how many of you take the plates, or how many plates of nachos do you guys all take? Moon King's double fist in it. His wine bottle vanishes for a moment, and he takes a small plate of nachos, one in each hand.
I'll do whatever the Moon King does. I love him.
Same.
I'll only have one plate of nachos. Thank you very much.
The meat pie looks really disappointed when you only order one after all of the people you're with order two. But he turns around and he makes the appropriate number of hash marks on the board, to which his companion, who's preparing the nachos, spins a nacho around on one of his surfaces and does like a yip yip yip. Whee!
That's so fun.
And they both just like go back to like laughing and cavorting and making their weird little nonsense words and making nachos. And that's sort of just a snapshot of the same basic setup for all of these little carts. There's pizzas, there's tacos, there's hot dogs, hamburgers.
Moon King, this party's pretty dope. Good job.
I know, it's because it's for me.
That's right.
They always make sure to throw me a good party because if I get bored, I'll have them killed.
Fair.
Speaking of which, what else is there to do over here? I want to drink from the chalice. Someone,
me too.
someone find some liquid and then put it in there and then lift me up to drink it.
I pour it full of Tropicana orange juice that says with pulp, and I say I like the one that says some pulp.
So there is definitely an orange juice vendor. Give me let's see. Give me a dex check to climb up the chalice. Unless you want to figure out a different way up there.
Here, I have tendrils that are 10 to 20 feet long. Just give me
Nice.
give me the orange juice.
Perfect. Hand me
Dude,
the
fucking
OJ.
dexterous as hell, dude.
Amazing. All right, so you are successful in getting up there and getting the orange juice into the chalice, but as you start pouring your first bottle, you notice a nearby one of the nearby cart attendants has their tone sort of changes from the like happy little jolly songs that they're singing, and it seems to be in some sort of distress, and it also seems to be trying to get its companions to look at this situation unfolding before them. And one of them actually comes over and sort of does like a bark at you as you're up there. It does like a bah, 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 bah. And this attracts the attention of still more cart attendants and, in fact, partygoers as well at this point.
I gesture at the Moon King and I say, "Oh!"
The Moon King just stands there very stubbornly with his hands on his hips, and he says, "I want to drink from the ruby chalice." And people...
To placate the pies, Jeff's going to say, I would like 2 orders from every stand.
For just a moment, the crowd goes silent. Except for that fucking cricket. And then they all just lose it. Confetti cannons start going off. Someone has pickpocketed some of the firecrackers from the stash that you guys found earlier, and they light them off, and there's streamers going. The pies are losing it. They love it that you ordered 2 of everything.
Way to go, Jeff.
Jeff's going to set off some fireworks too and set off a bottle rocket from his cod piece. and then I guess spend some time polishing the mirrors. So
sure, that'll get him sooty.
Sooty, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you understand the logistics.
Yep, absolutely.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, come on. What do you think? I'm an amateur?
Yeah, you're a pro. I'm sorry.
Appreciate that. All right. So the pies at least are placated. The rest of the partygoers recognize that you're up there because of the Moon King and choose not to interfere. As you guys continue passing orange juice up, so that you can fill it sufficiently for the Moon King to not have to lean all the way into the bottom to get his slurp that he desires. Shit, what was I just about to fucking say? Cup man.
Orange juice time.
Oh, damn it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Nothing happens. You just fill up the thing with orange juice.
Cool.
I had a... Damn, that's disappointing. Oh well, maybe I'll think of it later. Let's see. Yeah, he... So you guys get it filled up, and the Moon King says, "Someone put some of that orange vodka in there too. I want that as well." And easy enough to oblige. And so
Sure.
give me you guys actually lifted him up very easily earlier, so I'll just let that ride as the Moon King not weighing much. You hoist him up, and he leans down and gets his slurp on. Meanwhile, Oi Oi, you or no, excuse me, not Oi Oi, Jeff.
Cut out a bunch there, so it sounded.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a really cool glitch. You got chopped and screwed for a second there.
Fuck yeah.
But Jeff, you notice that a procession of pies is now approaching you. Each of them holding two of their cart's signature dishes. The first one is the nacho cart, and the little organelle offers you 2 plates of tiny nachos and says beep bop beep bop beep. Or not the organelle, the meat pie, the pie guy. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I fucking mean.
Yeah.
Do you take them?
Me? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take everything that I ordered.
All right. Do you eat it immediately?
One of everything that I haven't had already, and then the others I'll share.
Oh, okay. So you eat 1 plate of nachos, and then what? What do you
I
do
ordered
with the second one? We're just starting with nachos for convenience because that was the first
Sure.
truck you guys interacted with.
True, and I ordered 3 orders of nachos from this guy, so I'm gonna eat 2 plates of nachos, and show a solidarity with the guy because he was really bummed out.
Sure.
And then the next one, uh, I'm gonna say who wants to party and hold them up, and whoever woos first, I'm gonna throw at their face.
Woo!
There it
Yeah.
is. All right. So you nail him with the 3rd plate of nachos. The pie critter is sort of taken aback by this, but then looks at the 2 empty plates and sort of shrugs, grabs the plates, and heads back to his cart. And behind him is another one holding 2 plates of pizza, and he offers them to you.
We're gonna pound a plate of pizza, and we're gonna say who wants to fucking party, and then we're gonna repeat this process. And mind you, I'm trying to get this food in people's mouths, not just throw it at their face.
Sure.
I mean, the effect is I am throwing it at their face, but
Definitely. Give me a charisma check.
sure, anything for you. Oh, that's not good. Nobody
So
wants to
yeah,
fucking party.
you can tell that the meat pies are getting more and more upset as you fail to eat the food that you ordered. Give me an intelligence check, would you?
Sure. Good thing this is a slightly worse skill. Doesn't matter because we're killing on intelligence.
Nice. Okay, so you notice when the nacho pie goes back to his cart, he actually erases one of the hash marks from his chalice count. And subsequently, the pizza one does as well. And however many more second plates you don't take yourself, the more the pies are are you're losing the crowd, is what I'm saying.
Oh, looks like this food needs a density change.
What's the problem here, guys? I mean, the idea is that people are getting fed, right? An order's an order. I mean, the food's free, so all right. Nice. Let's fucking
Nice.
go, Joe.
Hell yeah.
And again to placate the pies because that's what it's all about. Get another order from each of the ones. Other than nachos, we're gonna even it out. Everybody's gonna get 2 from me.
If I were you, I would seriously consider salads. But
What are you trying to say? I
but
think I look svelte, and
but what if
Jeff's gonna
what if
rub
the
himself.
density of these things could be changed somehow so that you could eat all of them?
I mean that's
Mmm.
but wait,
Density.
I
I'm
okay,
your
I'm gonna make them all
density.
roll dense. Because I feel like it's mostly a volume thing that we're working with, right? If it's dense, it's just gonna give me tummy troubles, but I can still do it. Whereas if it's larger, it's just too big, and I
Sure,
can't
it's gonna
eat all
just be
that.
like passing a mess of food-shaped marbles.
Right, but if somebody was to change the density of these things, then we could like have them be less matter because they're less dense, but the same like approximate volume, and then compress them down, and then do that again, and then you'd be
Make
eating
them
like next
larger
to
and then
nothing.
compress them. I see.
I don't believe that's how that works.
Yo,
Unless you make it big and then crumble it up.
Yeah, it's a volume issue, is what I'm saying. 'Cause
Yeah.
we are changing the volume at the
Yeah.
cost of density.
The cost of chewability.
True, my friend. True.
Great. I like that plan a lot for what it's worth.
All right.
Um,
So we're gonna order a lot, make them not very dense, and then grind it up into a powder that we can then just snort, I guess.
oh, I love that. The the Moon King says, "I want to snort the line of food court." from
All right.
up on the ruby chalice. That seems that everyone has been distracted by this pie contest debacle.
Okay, can I make a suggestion
Let's hear it.
or proposing a course of action? Since both me and Oi Oi have the ability to increase and decrease the density of things, can we do this just so many times? Both of us like trying to I'm constantly increasing and he's constantly decreasing, and this just breaks them down molecularly so it like they powderize themselves.
Sure.
And then we're just gonna make a fat ass line that anybody can take a partake in. And then Jeff's gonna look at the pies and be like, "Sorry, motherfuckers, I'm not sure you're gonna tally this one."
Yeah, the pies are they seem perplexed by your methodology, but after some blurbling amongst themselves, some chittering and some chattering, it seems that they've come to the consensus that this is fine. The ones that had erased marks put them back, and partygoers start doing lines of food court, including the Moon King, who sort of just flops into the pile from the top rim of the chalice and says, "It's awful." Are we going till 10 or 10:30 this evening?
I could go to like 11
Oh shit!
if I pee.
All right. Well then,
This guy's a little piss boy.
do you see that?
I believe piss boys like to be pissed on, whereas piss men like to do the pissing.
Truth.
I'm a piss man. I'm a big piss man.
He learned that in the Scandinavian piss dungeon.
Piss man.
Um, Cool. Well,
I-
let's take a break then.
Okay.
All right. Back in, I don't know, a few.
Sounds
But to the viewer at home, it will appear that no time has passed at all. Ooh, no time has passed at all, but in no time passing at all, Joe got diarrhea. So we're going to call the show early this evening and play some video games instead. Good night, everyone.
Don't think it's okay to say diarrhea without playing the air horn.
You're right. Oh, shit. Got too much stuff going on.
fair.
I panicked.
That's fair. Oh damn.
Damn.
No, I didn't even know I was